I took AP Lit because I wanted to improve my writing.
But I decided that I wasn't being pushed to my fullest potential, so that's why I decided to make the switch to AP Lit.
My friends told me a lot of it was writing, so I thought that would be a good opportunity to prepare for college and improve writing.
What I'd heard before was just that we'd be doing a lot of analysis of poems, like passages, and kind of just seeing what authors and writers were saying about the world, and that's something that I've always kind of really enjoyed interpreting. And
I took AP Lit because I'm a really big fan of English and reading. I've always liked reading as a kid, and I've always liked reading in high school too.
I wanted to challenge myself because I've done advanced English throughout high school, so I wanted to continue that by taking AP Lit and also have more literature skills to go into college with.
I would say this course is ideal for someone who likes to read. Obviously, you're going to be reading a lot of poetry, you're going to be reading a lot of books, a lot of short stories. Someone who's okay with analyzing works, and someone who has a good work ethic too, just because we do have a decent amount of homework every night, and you need to do the homework to be able to do well in the class. So,
Someone who cares about improving their skills and can find meaning in all the steps involved.
to have fun in this class and enjoy the entire year, you gotta be willing to push yourself and really just be interested and engaged with kind of the messages.
Definitely determined to do schoolwork because the rigor can definitely be very, very challenging, but if you stay dedicated, then you can get everything done, no problem.
I think anyone can be an AP Lit student. I mean, for me, I'm more STEM oriented, and I've always felt that I would go into a STEM path, but AP Lit really gives you the skills to formulate arguments under pressure. It helps you make logical points and just overall be a better collaborator and writer.
Everything you've read in AP Lit.
Ooh, we've read many things in AP Lit, but I think Song of Solomon.
Song of Solomon.
Song of Solomon, I really loved it.
Being able to talk about many different things when relating to one book was kind of interesting.
Was definitely one of the greatest books, not only that I've read in the class, but ever in my entire life.
It's just such a fascinating book and reading all the religious themes. I think
We spent an entire 2-3 weeks talking about how it related to the Bible, how it related to Greek mythology, how it related to history. And
My favorite poem was There Is a Lake Here. That was a poem we read that I really, really enjoyed. I like There Is a Lake Here just because it really just talks about people impacted by floods, and then you really just got into a lot of interesting subjects to divulge into, how systemic racism still plays a role and stuff, and how you can kind of address that in a way that makes people, I think, see it in a different perspective through your language, which was super awesome.
Okay, and then what is your favorite project /
I think my favorite class activity that we did was our discussion for Song of Solomon on the illusions that she brought up. We were just discussing for hours over the course of 2 weeks, and it was just really fun to hear different interpretations of the same line.
My favorite class activity we do is every week we always do community circle, and I think it's a nice way to reflect on our experiences that week as well as our experience just generally as a person.
I really love at the end of the week we do little circles. We just explain good things that are happening to us right now, and I think it's really fun. It really brings the class together.
our final synthesis paper was really fun for me because I got to connect a lot of ideas and just be able to talk about what I like.
So actually for our final, we got to synthesize 3 different works together, and it was just cool because you could choose an outside source too. So I chose Sylvia Plath, which has personally been one of my favorite feminist writers for a really, really long time. And so being able to connect her with Pilot, which is a character in Song of Solomon, which you'll learn about, and some other really strong women was really important.